What's up, everybody? Master Luke here, and we're back watching the brand new Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom trailer that just dropped today. This game is less than a month away. We're almost here, and I'm assuming this is going to be the last trailer that we get to see for the game. We've seen a lot that they've shown so far, so I don't know how much is going to be new content for this, but I'm excited. It's a 5-minute trailer, so there might be some decent stuff in here. So let's get right into it and see what they got for us. All right. Oh, poor Hyrule. Okay, so we get to see the king. They've actually, some of the website has shown off some of these characters already. Oh! Wait, so this is... Okay, so they're falling into the void. This is interesting then, because obviously the stuff with Link will have to happen later.
The land of Hyrule has been torn
where he fights
apart
Ganon and then
by
he gets
mysterious
lost.
In search of Link and the King of Hyrule, both of whom were stolen away.
Yep.
Princess Zelda must borrow the power of an ethereal creature called Tri. Together, they enter the tears that scar the land.
So you can. There is like a dark world. There's a second half you can go into.
Journey, Zelda will explore
the still world. Okay, this is cool. I love this artwork too. Dude, the purple shadowy looking Lionels.
This is the still world.
Yo!
Here, trees, fragments of land, people, and other items that were swallowed up by the rifts.
Dude, this looks really cool.
Void. It's said they will eventually vanish completely. Exploring the farthest reaches of this world is no easy feat.
Oh, I like how it's like
so,
flipped
Zelda
too. Like not every platform is
eerie, floating
like you would
terrain.
think it would be.
Because the path is broken up, the echoes you've learned can come in handy. Forge your own way forward.
Dude, I'm
by
liking
creating
this. This is
echoes
really
to use
cool.
as platforms to bridge the gaps.
It's not 100% like the Dark World, but like it's got that, you know.
Massive dungeons can also be found deep within.
Yes, classic dungeons are back. Oh my god, this makes me so happy.
Zelda will use her wisdom and echoes to take on enemies and puzzles that stand
That's really
in her
awesome.
way.
That was one thing I was really hoping that they would bring back.
Then confront challenging bosses who await her arrival.
It's been a while since. Yes, and oh my god. It's a classic Zelda dungeon is back.
The boss with echoes,
what is this thing?
To find unique ways around the
rock
situation.
golem?
The strategy is yours to devise. The still world can be accessed through rifts.
See, I like that. It's like
across
it's flipped.
And each entry point leads to a location with its own defining features. On her adventure, Zelda must overcome
the boss
the
key
rifts
in the boss chest.
They hold. Without Link or the King, Hyrule's fate rests squarely in Zelda's hands.
So I like there's like purple shadowy versions of all the regular enemies too. At least I saw some read it. Yo, okay. People were talking about this. They were like, "Oh, we're worried that we're not going to get to like a traditional
Zelda
fight with a sword."
Picks up a mysterious sword.
Okay.
She takes on the Swordfighter form, allowing her to attack directly.
This is perfect. This is perfect. Yeah, then you have
With
the
its
classic
mighty
style.
Power, she can forge ahead when her path is blocked.
I like that she even has like Link's little cap too.
Strike
That's
down
cool.
enemies on her own, or battle alongside echoes.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, so that's there for classic
However,
fans that want it.
She can only stay in Swordfighter form for a short period of time. When or
I'm
where
sure that'll
you
be
choose to
upgradable
wield
though.
This power is up to you.
Distract him with the meat. There you go. Get him.
The sword's gauge can be replenished by collecting energy found in the still world. So be sure to grab any you find.
Only in the still world, huh? That's interesting. Okay, so you can't use it a ton, right? It's not going to be your main inhabitants of Hyrule.
This is Dampe.
Hey, Dampe's back.
Clockwork gizmos in Hyrule. His extravagant creations are called automatons, and they can be activated by winding them up.
Okay.
They can unleash powerful effects that differentiate them from echoes.
Oh, interesting.
But be careful. They'll break apart if they take too much damage.
All right.
You'll meet many other quirky characters during your travels, and there's no doubt they'll be of great help to the princess.
Nice. Yeah, I like how many like additional characters that they're adding to this game. Oh, yay, look at that. The Great Fairies are back. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So this is the dark versions I was talking about. I like that the little animations for the chibi. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Building on like the side because of the platforms. Oh, you can hide in jars.
On a journey to traverse
Dude, this game
and
is there's
save
so
Hyrule,
much you can do in this. I love it.
Princess Zelda's wisdom is key.
Oh, yo, the dragon from Ocarina of Time. Oh, what was that thing called?
The Legend of Zelda.
Volga? Volvalgia?
Available
Something
September
like that.
26th only.
Dude,
on the Nintendo
it's
Switch
almost here.
system. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
That's really cool. Oh, hold up. Evil, like cursed Link? It's not Dark Link. Cursed Link? Oh, and then yeah, make sure oh man. I want to pick this up so bad. This this Switch Lite. I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet or not. But it does look really cool. I love every time they release a new Zelda console. But no, there were some really cool things in this trailer. I didn't do a breakdown of the last trailer. But it kind of talked about like you have the hand kind of from Tears of the Kingdom that's back. So they showed some more of that in this trailer, as well as the horse. I think I saw the horse here again at the end. So there's fast travel points. There's a lot coming together in this game, which makes me super happy. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to go over in this. Dude, I love this artwork, by the way. This is actually so beautiful. I love the little Lionel over here is cool too in his purple form. This would make a cool poster right here. The still world. Let's see what else we got. Oh, poor lady. She's stuck. Like I said, I love that these are like not all uniform. What else do we have in here? And then we can see like up here you still have like try and then whatever your current echo is, and then you can select. I think I saw later like the sword shows up here, so you can swap between whether you want to use the tri rod or the sword. And I'm sure there will be 2 more abilities on top of it. Whether we get another trailer, I don't know. I feel like this might be the final trailer. I don't know how much more they have to show. I'm so happy that they reconfirmed bosses and dungeons, like classic bosses and dungeons. That's probably my biggest takeaway from this trailer. That makes me so happy. I wonder if they're going to be themed though, because a lot of these like look very similar, but you know, I'll take it either way. Yeah, here's the hand thing that was shown off in the last trailer. I forget what that's called. But it reminds me of like being able to move objects, obviously like Tears of the Kingdom, which I love that they put stuff from the 3D games back into the 2D games. I think that's really cool because there's still a lot to love about the 2D games as well. Yeah, then we have this rock boss, whatever this thing is called, which, okay, so she spawns a bunch of little snakes to go after it. And then, or a Deku Baba to attack it while taking it. Does this heal your hearts? I don't see the hearts. It might be hidden behind this, but I wonder if you can sleep in the bed if you can re-heal your hearts that way. And then obviously some fish there. Yeah, some of this stuff is from the previous trailer. This, I'm assuming what that's going to be is like a chest with a boss key in it. It looks pretty fancy. The Re-Deads, or the dark versions of the Re-Deads, the Still Deads. I don't know what you want to call them. Those are nice. Flying with the keys. A lava Octorok down there. I'm trying to see. Is there anything else? And then obviously they talked about the Swordfighter, which is really cool. Like I said, I know that a bunch of people were complaining about that. So it's nice that that's come back and it gives you a little option. I like that it's still limited though, right? So you can use it if you want, but they still don't, like, it's obvious that it's not the main thing, which it said level 1, so I'm sure it's going to be upgradable. You know, I'm sure there's somebody in the world who will make it last, you know, you'll give them items or something and it'll last longer. Oh, little guy with the Bokoblin with the shield. That's cool. What else do we have in here? Is that supposed to be Lizalfos? I don't know what that. I like this ship. whatever this like bay looking area is, it looks cool. I like it. And then yeah, as you can see. So yeah, look. So the sword is up here. So I'm sure there will be 2 more things that you can set here, or maybe more, but at least 2. And then there's just got a chest there, just more moblins. Now this is interesting that you can only find these in the still world. Meaning if you run out of the gauge in the main world, You're going to have to wait till you go back here or, you know, intentionally go back here. I wonder how linear it's going to be. Like, will it be a separate map? Like, way back in the beginning of the trailer here, let me see if I can find it. Like, so yeah, so it looks like there's like a spawn point, right? Like, you can jump into here. And so I wonder if these are going to be set, right? You can't just jump in anywhere. You'll have to find a specific place. And I'm assuming that's the way it's going to be because it's going to lead you to a specific dungeon, right? So you're going to be in the overworld. You're going to come across this. And then, All right, so you go through. You're going to go through the still world. You're going to find the dungeon. You're going to beat the dungeon. And then that's going to open up. It's going to dissolve that area of darkness. And then you'll be able to explore the overworld. Like right? Where was it? Yeah, no, it was here in the early in the trailer. Yeah, like this. So this looks like it's going to be covered, right? And so you'll have to beat the dungeon, like, surrounding this before you can, like, gain access to whatever this, I'm assuming, like, a Zora temple or something. Like, you won't be able to go in here until you beat the dungeon and this all recedes. So, that's just my theory. I think that makes for a pretty interesting gameplay loop. That way you're, like, exploring inside the still world and still exploring in the overworld, and things are changing. I think that's really neat. What is this? Oh, you can use the angler-looking fish to light up a room. We saw that. This, okay, so I guess I guess there is themed dungeons. What is this thing? It's like a jellyfish. Echo, something like that. But yeah, I guess this is the water dungeon. Yes. Okay, so they will be themed. Yeah, if this is another dungeon, which I'm assuming it is. So it looks like at least one of them will be themed. And then yeah, it looks like you can cut, like, I wonder if only Swordfighter Zelda can cut these, like, you have to be in Swordfighter mode to cut that. Or not. And then, yeah, we saw fighting the Zolfos. We saw this. Okay. And then, obviously, in the last trailer, you can use kind of like magnesis to pull these out of the ground again, which is really cool. Use the hand. And then they showed the final thing for the trailer is Dampe, which is no longer a gravedigger. Or maybe he is. Maybe he just does this on the side. He's a gravedigger / mechanic. So I guess he puts together a bunch of robots. What does he say? Automatons are works of pure art inspired by monsters. I pour my soul into each and every one. So that's cool. So I don't know if you have to pay him or bring him items or something so he'll build you new ones or what. But this seems to be different than Echoes. And, oh, okay, so this is the third one then. Yeah, here we go. So so there's one left we haven't found. But Swordfighter, Rod, and then Automatons is to the left. And then obviously it's selected up here, so that's cool. And then I don't know what this is supposed to be. It just looks like a chew jelly or something. But it's fighting off the Wolfos with music notes. Okay. But they did say they're gonna attack different than, like, so this is an Octorok, right? But it's gonna attack different than if you spawned an echo of an Octorok, is what I'm assuming. So that's neat. I don't remember what this thing is, but it's funky looking. And then it just kind of shows off a bunch of random dudes. A guy with an acorn, fun to snag, gathering. So I'm sure you'll give him acorns. This kind of reminds me of like the old man at the beginning of Wind Waker when you have to fight in the circle. The old man with the spear. I don't know. That's just what it reminded me of when I saw this. Then you have, obviously, the Gerudo women, the tribe, and then these, the Gorons are back, and then it shows the Great Fairies. We also saw in the previous trailers that they have both the sea and river Zoras, which I love that they put both of them in the game and kind of combine them. Now, this is something else. So you hit with the black, or the purplish black goo, and then it spawns like a battle, right? So I guess if you get too close to this, you'll have to start fighting off enemies. So there's that. And then it just kind of shows a couple little animations with Zelda. What is this? Table? Okay. And then I wonder if you'll just be able to freely swim or you'll have to get the flippers again in order to swim. And then it shows there's a little scene here. If I can find it. There we go. Where you can hide in jars. That's cool. You can make an echo of a jar and then hide inside of it. sneak around enemies, which reminds me of Wind Waker, Link sneaking around in barrels. And then, yeah, and then the dragon from the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time. I think it was called Volga or Volvalgia, something like that. And then you have a Lizalfos up here that they can use as an echo. And that's it. And then obviously, oh wait, no, that's not it. They talk a little bit more. And then this, yeah, then Link, which is interesting, right? Because in the very first trailer we saw for this game, he gets sucked into the still world. So you'd assumed he'd just be like frozen in stasis like everybody else. So this is interesting, right? So I'm trying to piece the timeline together. So we see at the beginning of this trailer, the king gets sucked down into it. But then we also see Link fight Ganondorf. But remember, in that first trailer, Zelda was in like the prism. She was trapped. So I wonder if maybe I have it wrong. Maybe if it's like Ganon goes to attack Zelda. He puts her in the prism. Link comes to save Zelda, shoots the prism. He gets dragged in, and then like the original trailer, he gets dragged into the still world. Ganon flees. So Zelda freaks out, and she's like, oh, crap, Link's gone, so let me run back to the king. So she runs back to the king, only to even show up just in time for him to get taken too. So maybe that's going to be how the game opens. But either way, I guess, I don't know, some Ganon magic corrupted Link or something. So now you have to fight him. That's cool. I kind of like that they put him. It's not Dark Link. It's not a clone. It just assumes it's like mind-possessed Link, how you have to fight like mind-possessed Zelda at the end of Twilight Princess. I think that's really neat. But either way. And then, of course, they show off this again, which my wallet's going to hate me, but I really want it really bad. But anyways, that's it. What I'm assuming is the final trailer. If they have another trailer, I'll do one more of these. But I like doing a breakdown and going through. But yeah, this game comes out in less than a month, obviously on September 26th. We're doing this, recording this video on August 30th. So yeah, less than a month to go. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of this on the channel. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we will see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye.